So inappropriate and unwelcome is probably my most favorite way of disrupting harassment as it's happening. Walking down the street with a girlfriend and I get heckled and I go, inappropriate and unwelcome, and keep walking. This is another really great way, just a physical gesture of stop. Are we doing multiple takes? Do I need to say take one? Rolling. He had a reputation. Let's put it that way. He just really had a reputation. So when someone like Harvey's like, we're gonna have business drinks, or I'd like to talk to you about work, the answer automatically is yes. So I showed up at the Peninsula one morning to have this work breakfast. And he just started in on me right away. Can I give you a massage? You must be so tired. I was like, no, you may not. I don't know how I had the moxie to stand there and say, no. And then he asked me if I would watch him take a shower. And I said, you know what, Harvey? No, but when I win an Oscar in a Miramax movie, I'll, let you, and I said something, I don't really even remember what, like I'll let you touch me or whatever, which of course I did not mean. And he said, okay, yeah, huh. And I fled the room. And one of the things that my friends and I do is we practice speaking up when the stakes aren't high. I'm uncomfortable with that kind of language. I'm actually a student here. I'm not your sweetheart. I have a hunch you wouldn't say that to one of the guy students, and so I really need for you not to say that to me. From the hotel room down to the lobby, that's how long it took me to start telling people about what had happened in that hotel room, because my dad was with me. He felt that he had failed in protecting me. You've got this one guy who's trying to transgress, and then this poor other guy who feels like a failure because he wasn't able to stop the other guy. It's part of the toxic masculinity, I think. Were Dad and I supposed to go to the receptionist at the hotel who'd sent me up to his room? Were we supposed to call some fantasy attorney general of moviedom to report Harvey? We didn't know what to do. One of the ways that we are constrained is that when we do speak up and use our voices, we're shut down, we're get over it, or I didn't mean it that way. All of that minimizing just reinforces these patriarchal systems of oppression. I have a hunch you wouldn't say that to a guy, and I need for you not to say that to me. I'm uncomfortable with that, and I really need for you to stop. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. There was a boy I went out with, and I told him about the incident, and he shamed me for the part of the story in which I said, okay, when I win an Oscar, and he didn't like that. Like, he thought that was beneath me, or I should have been stronger. I internalized that. And that was the first time I felt any shame whatsoever around what had happened. The perpetrator is shameless, and they put their shame on the victim. And then once they've put the shame on the victim, they engage in all of these strategies to keep it there. And then we internalize it and carry it around. And so this healing work that we all have a chance to do, including through narrative, including through sharing our stories and grouping up, is putting the shame back where it belongs, which is on the perpetrator and on the society that enables it. You may not know that what you're doing feels inappropriate, but I need to let you know that you gotta stop. If you could hear yourself, I think you yourself might be uncomfortable with the way that you're speaking to me right now. I was pissed. I was really mad that my telling didn't change anything. But, Anita Hill told the world that she was sexually harassed by a man who was then confirmed to the United States Supreme Court. That doesn't mean that we stop telling. What is taken from us when we experience microaggressions and sexual harassment and sexual assault is our sense of safety. Our bargaining strategies and the things that we do in these moments are healthy reactions to abnormal situations, and whatever we do in these moments is really okay.